What is going on, everybody, today? Cal here at Cal's Garage. So, I know I said in the last video there that the merc wagon was going to probably be the next few videos, and well, like always, I kind of just got way ahead of myself, started doing all the work without filming a lot of it. And I do apologize. I guess I got to get into a better routine of making these videos, but all that aside, I figured what the hell, I'd show you at least the merc wagon and another one that I got, the Ford wagons that I got. So let's take a look. So here's this 89 merc Colony Park wagon I picked up, I don't know, I guess about maybe a month or two ago now. And I've done quite a bit of work to it. Didn't run, sat for 17 years in a drive shed. Some old farmer bought it brand new, and or pretty well new, I should say. It actually brand new was bought from one of the funeral homes here in Tweed, and I thought that was kind of neat after looking at the seller's package on it, finding out a bit of the history. But anyways, the old fella, the family that I bought it off of, the old fella, he bought it fairly new, and he used it to haul cheese to the cheese factory. So when I bought it, it didn't run. Like I said, it was sitting for like 17 years. Fuel injected, so I mean, the fuel pump was screwed, the sending unit, the inside of the tank was pooched, so couldn't find another tank for this car. They don't make them anymore. So fortunately enough, I was able to get the tank that come out of the car refurbished and put a new pump sending unit in it. And well, the injectors and everything else seemed to be all right. Put a new fuel filter, obviously, but everything else seemed to be all right on it. So we'll do a bit of a walk around, and then I'll kind of tell you everything I did to it. So as you can see, it's a nice shiny black with the wood grain, kind of like a maple wood grain on it. The windows are tinted. Now the inside's still dirty. I cleaned the outside a bit, but I haven't really got to detailing the inside yet. No, I mean it's not horrible, but it's not as clean as it could be. The dash is in great shape. No cracks or anything in the dash pad. Headliner in this car is still in really nice shape. A little dirty here and there, but nothing sagging or tears, anything like that. Again, you know, no tears or rips in the seats, but she sure could use a good vacuuming, that's for sure. Now in the cargo area here, some of these cars came, here's the bag for the new fuel pump I put in it, but some of these cars came with an extra set of seats back here, third row seating. And well, this car didn't come with the seats, but if I found a set of seats, they would easily be able to be installed. So as you can see, there's a big storage unit down there now, compartment I guess I should say. And oh, the carpet's getting pulled out here, for the love of God. Sorry about the shitty camera work here. Now I gotta push this mat up so I can get the door closed. But anyways, at any rate, look at the compartments. You could literally pack this right full of ice, beer, away you go. Head off to the beach, throw your surfboard up top. The car didn't come with these beautiful turbine rims on it. I bought this car as a parts car, believe it or not. A lot of people would probably say, a parts car? That thing's in mint shape, which it is in really good shape. Apparently it spent most of its life in Florida. An old couple owned it. They drove it to Florida every year, and never seen any salt really. So these wheels, hubcaps and old black steel rims, were on that car. The transmission blew in this car, and oh, I don't know, I guess depends where you take it, but on average it was anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 and maybe plus if you're into lines and shit like that, to get it redone. And well, I needed a bunch of parts for this car, and a lot of the parts off of the sedan worked on the wagon, like the front brakes. It had entire new front brakes, I mean calipers, flex lines, pads, rotors, had a complete exhaust system on it, had the air injection tubes new on this car. What else? You know, there was tons of stuff I had to take off of this car, and I needed it for this one. So for what I paid for that car, I couldn't have bought all these parts any cheaper anywhere else. And like I said, they were all like new. So I figured, you know what? As much as I hate to use a beautiful car that has a lot of potential for a parts car, stuff's getting harder to find now, especially right now. So I did what any man would do, and well, I sacrificed the sedan for the wagon. So now you kind of have the inside scoop on it. I did have to, like I said, put a restored tank in it, new pump, sending unit, all new fuel lines, brake lines, all new brakes, tires. Those air injection tubes had to be changed. Luckily the front end is still really tight, so I didn't have to do any ball joints or tie rod ends or anything like that. But what a beautiful car, really. I mean, if you like station wagons, which I really do. And over here, I got my 1973 Ford Ranch wagon. And you know, this would have been your base model station wagon in 73. As you can see, there's no roof racks on the top. There's no wood grain or any real significant trim down the sides of it. Those hubcaps aren't original. They're off about a 77, I believe. I just like them, the looks of them better, so I put them on it. And the inside of this car, you know, didn't come with any kind of mat back here. Again, it's got the same setup as the 89, where it could potentially have the third row of seating. But again, this car didn't come, being the Ranch wagon base model. This car would have been hauled, or used, sorry, for like hauling grain back to the farm. And a lot of the times, you know, farmer's wife would drive this car, and same thing, you know, go and pick up whatever needed for the farm, you know, load the back of her full of seed, and away you go. But you can also haul the family and go on your odd vacation trip here and there when it was required or needed. So listen to me sounding all professional like, eh? Doesn't happen too often, so enjoy. But again, beautiful car. I really, really, really like station wagons, which I'm sure you've gathered. This one's got a 351 Windsor in it. I think it's got the FX transmission in it, which wasn't as good as the C series, but you know, so far it hasn't really gave me any problems. So, and I have other C6, C4 transmissions, so the C6s were bulletproof. So when needed, we'll slam one in it. This also, I didn't say, but this car is also you know, a V8 car. It's got a 5-liter in it, fuel injected, as you guys gathered, I'm sure. But yeah, we'll give you a little look-see on the inside of this one. So it's dirty. I drive this in the summer as an everyday car, to be honest with you. It's a driver, so it's nothing too fancy, you know. But the dash, it's not too cracked up. A couple small cracks in it here and there. Got my daughter's first pair of shoes she ever wore hanging from the mirror there. But yeah, again, look at the headliner in this car too. Like in great shape. I use red cedar for mouse repellent, in case you're wondering what those little chunks of wood are. And to be honest, I've had really good luck. Now I do find you got to change the cedar out every few years. And if you don't, well then once it kind of loses its smell entirely, it doesn't seem to work as well, which I found out the hard way, unfortunately. But we'll talk about that another day. So anyways, guys, yeah, take a little look-see around here. Got the old Ford tractor. It's a 2N, not a 9N. For sale, by the way. But yeah, just a couple of nice station wagons down here at Cal's garage. You know, a couple of many. I think I got 5 in total altogether. 5 station wagons. So, well, there you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I know it wasn't anything spectacular. We didn't really do a whole lot. I didn't even start them for you. The bugs are fucking brutal out here today. For the love of God. Anyways, there's the wagons. I think maybe next, I don't know, I should try and get something fired up back here in the lineup, you know. Maybe that one right there. We should try and get that going. See if it starts and runs again. I mean, it did. But then I got thinking about it. That was like 5 years ago. So maybe that'll be a good will it start video. But until then, guys, take care. And, well, right on.